I met a Gypsy.
Because your whole persona, your whole ego just got blown to pieces. At least mine did.
Yeah.
You know, I had nothing to pick up. After my second broken neck, it was, I had nothing to pick up. You know what I mean? So I had to start almost reinventing myself with none of the broken pieces.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want any of them.
Yeah.
I didn't want any of the old me. I wanted nothing to fucking do with me anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Not even close.
So, because when that happened and you had that neck injury, I mean, like, life was going pretty good for you. Like, it almost seemed like you had a bit of a, like, you had obviously like a phenomenal career. Like, you become like a cult icon in our sport. Mm-hmm. And then you were having like a second, like, you retired, and then, you know, you were training, you were doing stuff, but it really seems like lately, like, the world re-embraced what you were about and your message and the products that you put out and the coaching that you do, and then one fucking day at Washougal, and it's you know, it cut you down again, you know.
Yes, life is good, and life was, you know, at that time kicking ass and things, popular, whatever. But it doesn't mean that you're comfortable inside yourself. Yes, this is my perspective, and this is the person that's starting to come out, but there's still these old claws that are hanging on, you know, that need to be seen, need to be heard, need to be, you know, again, why is Brownie still riding? Why is Emmett still racing? You know, again, to be seen.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't think it's that fucking fun for them, but it's because they get popularity, right? And I get it. I jumped on the same bandwagon. So I wasn't racing, so I broke my back 2013, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, paralyzed, neck down, you know, so I had to deal with that for a while, and then chest down in the hospital for a good 10, 12 hours. And then I said I wasn't going to race anymore, and then I started training Noah Viney, and I said, hey, look, if you accomplish this, I'll race Mammoth. And really? Oh, okay. So, and he did, and so I raced Mammoth, and it was the worst fucking race of my life. I was sick as a dog. Dude, I'd never been so sick in my life.
In what way? Like,
just I had food poisoning or something.
Okay.
I don't know what that, dude. I had Montezuma's Revenge or something, man. It was insane. The second day, I stayed up all night puking until like 3 a.m, hit my head off the sink, split my head open.
Fuck.
You know, I was laying on the bathroom floor, just
One
done.
of those
And then,
days.
and practice is at 10. I wake up at like 9, and they're like, so yeah, you know, just maybe just go get some water and go. I go, no, we're going racing. They're like, what? I go, dude, I signed up. So we roll out there. I get my gear on. I ride from the pit, from the parking into the thing, and my race is on the line. I'm like, oh shit. Jersey unstuck, put the goggles on, outside gate, and then hammered it. And I mean, it's vet class, so I won, but after that I had to shake. So anyways, that was like a crazy race. Then I went to Loretta's, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to have fun. I don't want to challenge people. I just want to come about racing in a different way. So I rode the 86. And that was going to be bitching. The bike was bitching, but then right the day before, the bike just grenaded, and then from there it was just problem. And I never got to ride it to its true potential. So that was like a big bummer. So that was the second race. Then the third race, then I got called to do this 125 Dream Race.
Yeah.
Let's come up, old bikes, have some fun. I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of the direction I want to go, you know, to connect with fans and this and this and this, you know, not really be serious. So we're racing, and the day was done. I'm like, dude, I am done. I'm beat. He's like, come on, man, one more race. You know, we're going, you know, come on. I'm like, man, I'm beat. He's like, dude, the bike, you know, there's 79s. We cruise it, and it's with the vets, you know, the veterans, that not riders, but the military vets.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that'd be kind of cool, you know, maybe battling with them because they're on 450s. I'm on a 79 or whatever, and they see Hughes on the back. So that, then I got in that race, and then I hit a hay bale that was in the track, and I crashed, and the bike flipped up and I guess landed on my head and internally decapitated me. So I was laying under the bike trying to move. It's like when that happened, it's like lights went out. It wasn't a concussion, lights went out. Like lights went out, like life went out. You know what I mean? And so I kind of came to, and I wiggled my way out, and I got on my side and I fell back over, you know, and I got on their side and I fell back over. And then someone tried to help me up, and I fell back down, and I realized that my arm was paralyzed, my left leg was paralyzed, and my neck was hurting. So I just said, put me on my knees. I go get the fucking ambulance and bring him here. I go, don't touch me, don't move me. you know? And then I, excuse me, I pretty much told the ambulance guys what to do.
Yeah.
Because I have good.
You knew the drill.
And then so from there it was COVID. So nobody was up there with me. So straight to the hospital. And, we didn't know it was on. And then I laid there. And then they came in after they did the CAT scans and everything. And then just like, Mr. Hughes, do not move a muscle. And I'm like, huh? They're like, we don't know how you're even alive. You're like internally decapitated. Like my neck was like this, you know what I mean? And they're like, yes, we can fix you, but you can't move. Like it's the hairline. And I was just on my head. Didn't move, man. And so they put the plate in there, put the screws in there. And then I was like,
Isn't it crazy that they can fix that shit,
they
bro?
fix it like that. Boom. And so they said, well, you're fixed. You'll be good. In a couple months, you'll be, 100%. I said, oh, okay. So like I could go home. And they're like, well, we wouldn't tell you to go home, but you're old enough to check yourself out. And if you can handle the pain, then yeah. So I'm like, okay. Called Uber. I said, hey, pick me up in the bottom of the airport or the bottom of the hotel. The hospital. Picked me at the bottom of the hospital. They took me to the airport. I had a wheelchair sitting there waiting for me. Got on the airplane the next day, flew home, and then reality hit. Like once I landed, I started crying like a baby, man. Like I could not stop crying because I had to put this persona on. I had to put this role on. I had to even fool myself while I was in the hospital by myself, broken neck, nobody around, nobody can come visit me, nothing. You know what I mean? And your left side's paralyzed, and you're sitting there by yourself. It's scary shit, man.
Fuck yeah,
it's
bro.
Fucking scary. Like I don't know if anybody's ever experienced it, but when you're laying on the ground paralyzed and you can't move from neck down for a while, and your life is just going through your head. Every mistake you've ever made, everything you ever said, did. Then you're laying in the hospital bed and you go chest down, and your wife's right next to you, and your kids, and you're like, dude, I could be like this the rest of my life, And then that third time you're laying there, and you don't know what's going on. They're telling you what's wrong with your neck, and you're like, holy shit, man. And you my whole left side might be paralyzed forever. So when I got home again, the reality hit from being, again, turning that ego on, turning that persona on, turning that almost, like I said, I fooled myself. I just cried, man. I cried and cried and cried. It's like, I cannot believe what I just went through. I cannot believe what I just, oh my God. It was like a different reality that I just woke up from, you know what I mean? Because of what I had to, the mental strength and the emotional strength I had to keep myself without kind of freaking out or getting emotional, you know what I mean? And so then that happened, and it took a while for some things to go back. Then it came back, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done racing motocross, because the 3 motocross races I did were fucking horrible. Sick as a dog. The bike wouldn't run, and then I got paralyzed. I broke my neck. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I get you. All right, understand. So my buddy has an Africa Twin, and like, yeah, let's go cruise in the mountains. I'm like, cool, all right. Oh man, we're having so much fun. Just the most amazing adventures out by my house, dirt roads and stuff like that. And I was coming home one day, going down Temecula Parkway, and it's just stoplight. I'm like, you know what? I'll just go through this Walmart parking lot and miss some of these, So I go there, and I take off. I look over because I needed to get gas, and then I look up. And right when I looked up, a car pulled in front of me, and it wasn't a stop sign, anything. And so he pulled like this. I saw the light, so I gassed it, just because that's what you do to get out of trouble. And once I gassed it, the car hit me. And I don't know if anybody's ever been hit by a car on a motorcycle, but that noise will never leave my consciousness and ever again in my life, because when you get hit by a car, whap, it's so loud. And you're just like flying through the air going, oh my God, I just got hit by a car. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then boom. Then it was out. Then it was done. And I woke up in the middle of the street with everybody standing over me. And I'm looking up. They're like, you okay? You okay? I can't move. I was paralyzed again, neck down. Right. Just laying there. And I can't move. And then I don't know what happened. I willed my finger, and then this finger, and then this finger, and this hand started doing this, and I started to get up on my elbow. And I got up on my elbow, and I fell back down, and they're like, stay down. I'm like, no. Because the feeling was coming back. Yeah. I'm like, no. So then I kind of got up to my knees a little bit. I was wobbly, and I fell over, and then and somebody helped me up, and they helped me out, and they let go, and I fell back down. And they're like, sir, just stay there. I'm like, no, because no way. I mean, I'm moving right now, so I can't stop moving.
Yeah.
And so it finally got there in my legs, and then they sat me on the curb. Yeah, because after I took a step and figured I shattered my heel too, because the car hit me right there in the heel leg. And so then took to the hospital. That was shattered, broken neck again, and then so I mean to go through that again. I mean, it took almost all the life out of me. Like, oh man,
I can't even imagine.
God, what did you do to yourself again?
Yeah.
What did you do? And now the recovery from that, laying in bed by yourself, laying out there by yourself. I think it happened almost summertime. It was hell, man. I mean, I took a little seat in hell for a while.
Yeah, I bet.
And to come back from that, it was mentally and emotionally just like it was devastating.
Yeah.
Devastating. So it's just taking a little bit of time. And then, that's September. Then January, one of my good friends, Ken Block dies. So that was tough. I have to cut strings with somebody I loved, but just didn't work, relationship wise. And then my dog got killed. And then my chickens got massacred, and then I'm out there by myself, completely by myself in those like 4 months, and just going, like, what did I do? Like, what? Just like stunned. Like, what did I do? Like, did I do something wrong? I'm getting punished, So, like the last 10 years it's just been such a, people look like you say, oh, you've been so great in this. No, dude, 10 years, I've had to retire. I've got divorced. My kids have moved out. I've been paralyzed 4 times. I've compounded my femur. I've broke my foot, broke my ankle. My dog got killed. I've started this whole place off grid by myself. I took the challenge on to be out there by myself and build something so then I can bring a mate in. Yeah. Would I want a relationship? 100%. But I'm not a greedy person, so I will build the garden. I will build the foundation, and that person will come someday. But so that's happened in the last 10 years. You know what I mean? And also my money, well, that's pretty much gone too. Divorce and this and this and this. So, and also I can't ride motocross anymore, which I'm capable of, but I just have to be kind of intelligent about it.
Yeah.
So it looks like, on the outside that life is just going great, but you don't see on the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not like I'm being fake by putting this personality out. No, this is me.
Yeah.
But there's also another me that people don't see.
It's that internal world.
Yeah.
That everyone has.
The internal world that people don't see.
Yeah.
But this is me. This life, this kid energy is me.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com. packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.